minds think alike. Great minds podcast. Great minds think alike. Great minds podcast. Great minds think alike. Great minds podcast. All right, welcome to the Great Minds podcast. This is Derrick.
This is Vaughn.
And thank you for joining us today. Appreciate y'all listening, watching, all that. What's going on?
Definitely, what's going on? How you?
I'm good. Chilling.
Same old.
Yeah, man. All right, so we decided to do a couple things today. So we got if you think about the 90s, pretty much everybody gonna have the same top 4 greatest of all time, Mount Rushmores or whatever. I guess a couple of outliers here for people that's trying to be different, whatever. But what we got, are we gonna go through our top 3 songs from Pac, Nas, Hove, and Big, 4 great artists, obviously. And if you're a rapper, I think it's great if you have 3 great songs, period. You know what I'm saying? Let alone the body of work all 4 of these guys have. You know what I'm saying? So
it was Pac's birthday yesterday too. 16, 50, right. Even 50.
Yeah, crazy. Great. He's like he half a life ago, right?
Yeah.
When he was like 25. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Before we start, how did you go through your process?
That's a good question. So basically, how I looked at it, because it's hard to pick a top 3 out from these 4. It's very hard anyway. So I kind of had to go back to the impact of the song on me, and I didn't look at like quote unquote singles a lot of times. Some B-side joints that I thought, I would pay homage to than just the ones that everyone knows. I mean, some of them people know anyway. You're gonna know some of them, but that's kind of how I did it. How about you?
I just kind of went through like some of them I just knew. Like for all of them, off the rip, I could tell you what my favorite song was. I think it was tougher to get, like, because then you had like 2. I had like songs 2 through 7, and they can go any order. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I could definitely pick out the best song for each of them. Yeah, I just struggle with that, and I just kind of put it like, yo, which song, if I had to, it was like I did a rap. It's like a tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like a single elimination tournament. Like what, like who got to go worst? Push come to shove, and that's kind of
Yeah, I got like 6 for each, and
easily.
But no, I got 6, and it's going to change when I have to say it. I don't know what 6 going to be. Like, I don't know what 3 is going to be out of the 6. It doesn't matter. Like, I was going to pick them.
You just step in the booth and start spitting.
One take it. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's tough, man. You start really thinking about the music and like, it's crazy.
Word. All right, let's start with Pac. I'll do my 3rd, and you do your 3rd, and then we could go back and forth with that. All right, so for number 3, I got Ambitions of a Rider. That beat is just like something crazy, whether you in the whip, in the gym, you hear it at a party, is definitely lit. And Pac went in. Pac went on. The hook is powerful, the words, the flow. That's a crazy, definitely one of my favorite Pac joints. I got that number 3.
All right, here we go. Number 3 for me. I'm gonna take it B-side to Tupac and the Outlaws, Made Figures. Okay. You know what it really is, but I'm gonna say Made Figures.
Right. Yeah.
That, to me, this actually came out after he passed, so it was mad music coming out that he had laid down in videos that was just coming out. So people were like, is he really gone? Is he not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they had so much music. So with that, I think it just showcased the Outlaws too. And it just shows, like, even the video is crazy. People can go check the video out now. It's kind of like he's still taking shots at Bad Boy and Biggie. Yeah. And like, you got Biggie trying to grab a gun and he grabbed a Twinkie. Like, mad stuff going on. And I believe it was like 6 verses. So you had Pac he started off and he ended it, and then the Outlaws in the middle. Right. So it's 4 Outlaws. So yeah, it was 6 verses. All right. You know what I'm saying? So it's 5-minute song. So it's my number 3.
All right, number 2. This is gonna be a shocker, man. But this is a song when I was it's on Me Against the World. I guess we were what, 12, 13 at the time when that came out.
Yeah, that's when Pac. Yeah, he was in jail.
Yeah, I remember. So my number 2 is Can You Get Away? Um, it's a song like I feel like a lot of people don't either know or they don't really listen to it like that. But I just remember like I still listen to it when I listen to Tupac. That's definitely one of the first songs I go to. He's like trying to steal the girl from the guy. He's just kind of hating on the sneak, really though.
Yeah, he hating. He's hating.
He's like, yo, he beating on you. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of my favorite joints, man. I think it's because I remember like my boy bought the tape. I was waiting. He bought it when it came out. I gave him a tape because
Big
for him,
dub it.
probably dub it. That
Maxwell joint probably.
yeah, one of them joints put tissue on the top.
Yeah.
So I think I remember everything about it and just kept rewinding it and rewinding it, and then even now as an adult, I listen to it. So I got Can You Get Away number 2.
All right, my number 2 is from the same album. On this one is So Many Tears. I just think, yo, I probably heard that song. That song came out when he was in jail. Cause I remember when he couldn't do the video, had people like standing in for him and like getting a tattoo with E40 in the video and tattoo on the back, stuff like that. It was just the impact of the song, the flow of the song, and he really epitomized that rap style of the inflection of his voice.
Right.
He was using his voice as an instrument. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the words weren't always rhyme, but the way he said it made it rhyme.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that was just dope. And that was the era where you were like, all right, he wasn't on he wasn't on death row and he was in jail. So, what was going on with him and us being so young, it was a mystique to him.
Right.
Like you didn't know really what was going on because he was only like 23, but for us, it felt like he was 43.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because we thought he was so much older than he was being so young. So that's my number 2. So Many Tears.
My number 1 was very easy actually. And it's crazy because he only has one verse on the song too. My number 1 is Pain.
Pain,
yeah. Pain is just like that beat
Above
is
the Rim joint.
Yeah, man.
Soundtrack,
I don't even know the other dude name on there. He shouldn't have been on there.
That's my man. I forgot my man's name.
Nah, man. They need to get rid of his verse and give Pac another one. But like that's like anthem music. That beat is still relevant now.
Yeah.
What he's saying in the verses, and then like that attached to like me loving the movie too. Had that connection.
Probably arguably the best basketball movie ever, next to He Got Game. But that to me, it was more of a story. Like He Got Game was strictly about basketball, and it was how it was. But Above the Rim was like had a lot of different things embodied in that.
Yeah, stuff in how the hood mixed in with like taking care of good basketball players.
Yeah,
a whole bunch of all that stuff. But yeah, Pain's number 1 for me.
All right, my number 1 is always tough, so it's like pick between your children.
Right.
But I say Ambitions of a Rider is my number 1, only because I remember when that double CD came out after he came out of jail, and that's the first song that you hear. Like people don't understand. Like that's the first double CD that came out, really. You know what I'm saying? And when he dropped it, it was like you never heard nothing like that before in your life. And from the beat, from him talking, and then when you see him perform it live too, like if you ever get a chance, look at Tupac at the House of Blues, his last performance, like ever. Like I think it happened like in like 4th of July or July.
Yeah, I seen clips of that.
Yo, like that's how you really could tell the impact that he had, But that song to me is crazy, and people try to redo the song. When it comes on, we know what it is.
Right.
Like everybody knows the song. It might not be a pop fan, but you know that song.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that wasn't even a single. You know what I'm saying? Because you had like, what about It's All About You, How Do You Want It, other
California
songs.
Love.
California Love. But I wanted to go away from the big songs and kind of say like what I felt. So I think that's my number 1.
Right.
It'll change tomorrow though, but
yeah. All right, let's move over to Big. I'll let you knock out number 3. What you got?
All right, number 3, always tough. Big's a little different because Big really only had 3 albums, counting the Junior Mafia album, right? Really, so it's kind of like all of his music you heard in some form or fashion. I'm not talking about the post, the after he died stuff. Like
you talk about the Biggie. You talk about the Biggie duets?
Nah, we talking about the Biggie duets. We talking about like his stuff. So I would say my number 3 might have to be Unbelievable. because just from the sampling, from the lyrics, I think that's my number one. I mean, I'm sorry, my number three.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 3, I got a story to tell.
Yeah.
That's just dope because like it was a great story. It's something that I felt like a lot of people have been through, maybe not to the extent
Of that, but
that
yeah.
he was saying it. And then it's like, I remember him at the end talking about it was one of them 6'5"
Yeah.
jokers.
I
Like
think Anthony Mason.
I'm like,
Allegedly.
I remember like looking at the roster, like, yo, was it John Starks?
John Starks was 6'5".
Yeah, right. So just that, like, I think what makes it what makes Big dope and Nas a dope, and even like Slick Rick a dope storyteller is like you can visualize like what was happening. Like I have a vision of what the room looked like when he was doing it. I got a vision of like his Timbs being on the floor on the side with with the jeans on top of
but
him.
look, we always seen that though. Like
Right.
we all been there.
Yeah.
And seen that. Yeah, or it has been your Tim's of jeans.
Exactly. You got the Timbs on the side, got the jeans folded on top of them.
Real nice. You lay it side, lay it real nice.
Yeah, if you feeling good, you got your shirt off too. So I always visualize that. So like I don't know, I thought that was like a dope story, and people still talk about it now. Like, you could just talk about it in regular conversation, like stuff from the song, and everybody will know like where it's from. So that's number 3 for me.
All right, my number 2, again keeping it B-side, is Kicking the Door. I just think like, yo, when he was just like, you're ringing on the top with short leprechauns as a crushed so-called Willie's thugs and Rapper Don, talking about Nas, right?
Yeah,
but
man.
You really didn't know it back then.
No.
It was mad subliminal. You know what I'm saying? So that was just tough. I just think, that album was great too, but that's just a song that when I hear it, every time I hear it, you're like, whoa, your eyes kind of get big.
He dissed Nas on Victory too. I just realized that like maybe like 2 months ago.
What he said?
Destiny lay in my hands, get lay in my waist. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, big little dirty with it.
Yeah, man.
Word.
Yeah, I just happened to I read up on that maybe like 2-3 months ago. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, big, and that's when the King of New York thing was all out there. So Big was doing a lot of shots at Nas, and Nas wasn't really doing shots at Big that I can recall.
Yeah, maybe something subliminal, but like
Wu-Tang was a little different.
yeah, they did it on the Purple tape. Yeah. So number 2, I got Downfall.
DMC
Downfall,
on that.
Oh my goodness, Downfall. It's crazy. I saw DMC on the track listing before listening to him. I just didn't really know how he fit.
You know what was going on.
Yeah, I'm like, what's he gonna start rapping about some Adidas or something? Like, I don't need to hear that with Big.
Just talking, man. Just
talking, right? So he that was dope, man. Even the way it starts, my dreams filthy. Like, all right,
yeah. Mom's mix you with whiskey. What he said, Jamaican rum whiskey. Proper setup, something like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my second favorite. And like that Life After Death, that's my favorite album of all time. So that's just like layers and layers of just dope songs. So that's my number 2.
All right. My number 1, and this could change, but thinking about impact and how I felt when I heard it was Notorious Thugs, yo. It's number 1 for me. Because when I heard him flip that flow like that, like, because the crazy thing about it is that I've heard other rappers with Bone Thugs. We all have heard that. Like even Pac, when he did it, with Thug Law, which is crazy, it was still Pac. Right. It was still Pac. Like Big really said, nah, I'm gonna rap like Bone Thugs and Harmony. And pretty much got the best verse on the song, which is like shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it. So I think that's probably his most memorable track, because it was so different from what he was used to doing.
Right.
So that's my number 1. It changed tomorrow, but right now.
All right, so my number 1, and I still to this day, it's probably for me, probably the top 3. It could be number 1. My favorite video ever, One More Chance remix.
Yeah.
I think the original One More Chance was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Totally different song to me.
But when he came out with that, and then like he paired it with the video, any 90s R&B singer with any relevance was in the video. Mary, Faith, Janae, Total,
Aaliyah. Mary J.
Mary J. And dudes too, Heavy D.
Mm-hmm.
And the wordplay is just still crazy, yeah. On One More Chance remix. So that's my favorite big song. Again, man, like I could have easily put in Missing You, Sky's the Limit.
Yeah, for real. Juicy.
Juicy. Warning.
More, Warning was on my list. I'm trying to say that six.
You're right. All those joints, but that's just a tribute to their greatness, basically, at that we having such a tough time with that. So
word up.
All right, so let's go. Hove, I got number 3. I got Dead Presidents 2. The joint that was on Reasonable Doubt.
On Reasonable Doubt, yeah.
I like 1 too, but I just think like 2, he just took it and really elevated it. And both of them are dope. I got Dead Presidents 2, man. That's actually my favorite song on Reasonable Doubt. Obviously, that's a great album too. But yeah, that present with the piano beat and everything, everything was just right with that joint for sure.
I have Friend or Foe. The first one, Friend or Foe. Even the Friend or Foe 98 is crazy too, but just the Friend or Foe, just him telling the story, talking to the dude, saying like,
right,
you know what I mean? Like he just having a conversation with him, let him know how it's gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the standout tracks to me from Hove. That's number 3.
All right, number 2, I got Song Cry. That's like the sick dude anthem, you know what I'm saying? And just like even the part is like, yo, you don't get a ninja back like that. That's like that's so hypocritical, but that's like really what people think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. We won't get done like that. Come on, you gotta play fair. You ain't playing fair right now.
She ain't playing fair. You supposed to like get me back in a different way.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And then the video was dope. Beat, just really a dope story when you think about it. So yeah, that's number 2, man. Song Cry.
Number 2. All right. See, I was gonna go Song Cry number 2, but since I got nothing to clip, I gotta do something different. You said Song Cry, I get it. I'm gonna go Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs, right? Like that's one of the, like, to me, when Source Money was on there, like not just him, but like when Source was on there, like it's just crazy. And they just went wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on the track went wild. That's when people weren't afraid to have A-list rappers on the track with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you had from Hove doing his thing to X with the locks and everybody on there. So I would say Reservoir Dogs is one of my favorites.
Quick question for you: Reservoir Dogs or Blackout?
Different kind of vibe, different kind of beat. That Blackout verse is crazy.
That whole verse on it.
Yeah.
Put the Will Smith numbers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean Blackout, man.
I'm gonna lean Blackout on that too. But I got like Murdergram too is up there for me. It's mad songs, but I was trying not. But yeah, I gotta say Blackout over Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, Blackout. All right.
Blackout's nuts.
Number 1, off the Dynasty album, I got This Can't Be Life.
Okay. All right.
Now, who do I say? 1-800 Hustler?
I know what you're gonna say.
You know, it's so dope. Like, and I think like each verse got progressively better. Like Hope set it off. Siegel with the pain, and then like Face, and that Face had the best verse on there to me.
The verse was tough.
And then like I read Hove's book, and I got like the background with like about what happened.
He got a call. He really got a call about his man.
Yeah, he got a call.
Yeah, about his man's son. Yeah.
Did it off raw emotion in the studio with Hove, crying while he's like writing the verse. And then like Hove's verse was top notch. Siegs was probably like a little better, and then Scarface just took the roof off of it. And then you got Kanye with the Teddy Pendergrass sample, the Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes joint.
That's when
that's a perfect song.
Yeah, that's when The Rock was like in a bag for real. Like you had like the production was like unmatched. You had Hove spitting crazy. You had Siegel was like, yo, Hove was here. Siegel was like right here, yo. Like he was biting at the hills.
Crazy.
And then you got Face as another GOAT. So you
Yeah,
can't go wrong with that.
yeah, that's my favorite Hove joint right there though.
Yeah. All right, my number one. Now, again, I won't say it's my favorite, but the one that stands out to me, and I remember this like vividly. I remember it was on Blueprint. I think it's Blueprint 2, I believe. And we both was talking about it. It was like, yo, you hear that joint? You hear it? See if you remember what I'm talking about. Like, yo, you gotta hear that. Yo, Hope got this song. You gotta hear it, hear it, hear it. Meet the Parents.
Oh
Like,
man.
Meet
Oh
the
my
Parents
god.
was crazy at the end where he killed the son. Like just the whole story,
Oh
the
my
build to the
goodness.
story was crazy.
Well, the genius behind Meet the Parents is that, like, all right, so when the kid walked up on him, he noticed something about the
Something about
kid,
him.
right?
Yep.
So the dad noticed it first, and then the kid's still running up on him. So at this point, he's like, "Yo, whatever. Let me."
Then the
So
kid
then
noticed it, and it's too late.
the kid notices it's too late. But the whole thing is like you killing your sons by not being around,
Yep.
and you killed your son in a literal sense.
And the
And
crazy thing about it is that whole like not many people can make a record like that. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That really, really hit the layers of that what you just described. That's like different. You know, that's when I already knew Hov was a genius anyway. But when I heard that, I was like, yeah, he's out of here. Like he on some different kind of stratosphere.
that that's what I liked about that song, because like, previous to that, like, they're like, oh well, Nas is the great storyteller, and he is, but it was almost like Hove can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Hove did that after he had millions and millions of dollars too.
yeah,
So like that song is amazing, man. I'm gonna have to
for
listen to
real.
that tonight, yeah.
Joint's crazy.
That
Like,
joint, everything about it, man. Like the girl had a chance to be with the good guy, but she liked the
yo,
Gucci sneakers, the red, green, and
it
whites.
might, yo, I'm not saying I made my mom listen to that. Like, oh my, like, mom, you gotta listen to this song. She's like, what? I don't want to hear all that. I'm like, no, listen to this song and play it. So she was like,
It's
that's
a
a good
movie,
song. Yeah, like you can just hear it. You can't hear it. You gotta listen to the song. Like
right?
if you hear it, you're like, all right, you might miss certain things. Like I had to listen to it like 6, 7, 8 times to really pick up on every single thing that was happening. That was crazy though. But
It's a movie.
yeah, definitely.
I'm actually sad I didn't put that in my top three.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. I was like, yo, not actually when you said blueprint, you saying something. I'm like, I can't be left. Like, all right, cool. He didn't say
Nah, yeah,
that.
nah. But Dead Presidents 2 is number 4.
Yo, I had Dead Presidents, the original on my joint.
Oh, all right, nah,
Because you can't find that no more. Like not
yeah,
can't
yeah.
find, but like, it's hard to get that.
You got
But
YouTube that.
word up, you ain't just getting that.
All right, so for clarification, my order is Meet the Parents, Song Cry, Can't Be Left.
All
And
right,
you can flop all three of those. It really don't matter to me.
word. I hear that. So I
All right,
had yeah, we good.
say that. All right, so I'll let you go first with Nas. Now I had the toughest time with Nas, like, because of course Nas is a GOAT. There's like pockets of Nas that I'm really just like, man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like that with the other artists, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
there's
because not Nas went through ebbs and flows.
right.
He had the album with his pops and stuff like that, bridging the gap. It was different type of things he was doing. So I
And then
feel
I
you.
had pockets with Nas where I'm like, yo, this guy's the best ever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been like that with Nas. So I I I had the toughest time, but I'll let you go first. What you got for number
All
3?
right, number 3. This is from damn. Let me think of the not Nostradamus joint. The I Am album. I'll pick this. Undying Love, last track. Crazy storytelling again. You know, just the way he paints the pictures, man. Like a lot of people can't do that. Yo. Like all the artists that we talking about can't paint a picture. You know, pretty vivid too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Undying Love is just crazy to me. Like just the whole storyline, the concept. You see coming in, seeing the G string on the ceiling fan. Like you can see this stuff. Like you
I know.
picture it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my number 3, man.
All right, my number 3 is Undying Love, man.
Oh,
You
you Kevin
you
did? All right.
you can see the G string on the
Joy. It gets me every time.
you
Calls
could
man up.
and then at this point, like, you know what, you like Horse is a big dude. So you mentioned it, and again, man, like I don't know who's that. This is the part of rap that's missing right now. Now
Mhm.
there are rappers that can do that still. Like when I listen to Sky Zoo album, I see
Oh,
I
that's
see
listen. We gotta talk about that a little later. That
yeah,
joint kind of sick.
I see everything he's talking about as far as the gentrification
Yeah.
and like what the bodega looks like and what he'll put you inside of a bodega. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
exactly where everything is. You know where the chips are, you know where all that. I ain't gonna get off all topic, but I'm just saying that to say like we need, you know,
We need more of that, but
I
people
feel like
don't
we can do
do it.
more of
You
that.
know why
Right.
people don't do it? Because like when Nas and them were doing it, even back in the day, you have more behind you. Like a label will put more behind you, right? So you can be an artist and put stuff like that out. So like Nas can say, I'm gonna put based on lyrics. I don't care about radio play, right? Like as much. And he still has a bag. He's still good. Now the record labels aren't putting that much behind these kids or these dudes, and they have to have their own buzz. They like, all right, how can I get hot faster? So I'm giving a little bit of straightening, like Migos said, straighten it. Which song is dope? My distance, I like that song, but they know how to make songs. They're like, yo, we're not worried about telling the story. We're gonna make you dance. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, I think that's why people kind of go away from that. Now.
What you got for number two?
All right, number two. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. This is
I got a
tough.
feeling you're gonna say my answer, but go ahead.
I got number two. It ain't hard to tell.
Okay.
I picked that because I just remember my man just said like, "Yo, I was thinking Uzi on the on in my army jacket line." And like I ain't never heard nothing like that before when I was that young. Like,
Yeah.
you never could think. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." Now he got too many songs, but I felt I would be doing a disservice if I didn't put that on that joint.
Right.
Ain't hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? So that's my number two. What about you?
I'm gonna go to my honorable mention real quick. I had Undying
Yo,
Love.
whoa.
No,
Hold
I'm just
on.
saying. I'm just saying who I had Undying Love a toss up with
All right.
as like 3A, 3B. I had Blazing 50. That
Yeah.
that was a toss up between that and Undying Love. All right, so I'm gonna go number two. I'm gonna go with The Message. You everybody knows the first time you heard The Message.
Yeah.
Where'd you hear it?
First time I heard the message, either the song or just in general, like just the track or the video.
Just like was the first time you heard a clip of it?
The first time I heard a clip of it is if I Rule the World.
Exactly.
So like the beginning of it when he walking out, it's in slow motion.
Yeah, right.
Playing.
So If I Rule the World was dope because Lauren's on fire. So he essentially has the hottest female artist.
Yeah,
R&B, rap, whatever you want to call her, on there. The hook is dope. Nas ripped it. But like at the beginning, like you hear the message and you just like, what is this?
Like what's that? Is that like on the album or is it like a
Yeah, and he didn't give you too much of it, but it was enough for you to really be intrigued. So
you just
like
heard that fake thug, no love. That's what you that's what you heard.
Yeah. So that joint is legendary, man, because it's linked to If I Rule the World, and then it's its own entity on the album. I want to say that's number 2 on It Was Written, if I'm not mistaken.
After the intro,
yeah,
and then come on, yeah, it's like dun, dun, like they have an ancient master, man. They got like getting whipped, and then it just fades into that.
I couldn't wait to hear that, once,
and then you heard the lyrics,
right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. That's number 2 for me.
All right, so you did your honorable mention. I gotta throw mine in. This is something that is from the I Am album. I mean, he has so many albums, but it's kind of hard to pick, right? So I picked this because this is kind of when he was against the ropes, to where you were like, yo, see, this is after it was written, it came out in 96, and it was like that lull, because I Am came out in 99. So you didn't know what was going on with Nas for the most part. And Hov was killing it. I heard Nas is like with Primo. I'm like, all right, yeah. I remember going down the shore with some friends, and we were in high school, and my man had it on tape and played it all the way down to like Seaside, over and over and over again. I'm like, yo, keep it playing, keep it playing, keep it playing. So I remember that. And then but my number one, like you stated, man, my number one is The Message, man. I think The Message just like just his delivery, storytelling in it, the beat, You know what I'm saying? Just and then again, seeing it from If I Rule the World, you want to know what is this like. And the first time I actually heard that one is I heard at a party, and someone had the album, well, the tape, and played it, and then it came on. Like we were like, oh, okay, that's what was on the video. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's my number one from Nas.
All right. So
So
my,
what's your
my
number one?
my number one is another dope story. I Gave You Power.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody, because everybody raps about like having a gun. Everyone raps about shooting a gun. Not everyone, but like when you
Yeah.
hear it, that's what it is. Calling it whatever. I got the blicky. I got whatever you want to call it. But like what he did was just like amazing. Like a gun's an object, but like as a person, he's just like, yo, I'm not trying to kill people. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying? And
someone grabbed me.
someone
Think
grabbed
about
it. He's
it.
just like, you know what, man? I'm not doing this today. I'm a
Yeah.
jam on you out of here. And but then the guy just grabbed him. Like the cycle
Yeah.
just never ends.
That's definitely one of my favorite Nas joints. And it's crazy because one of my all-time favorite songs like that is Me and My Girlfriend with Pac. And I actually had it in my list, but I say, you know what? People know that.
Right.
Like, not people know all these songs. I'm not saying that, but it gets a lot of play. And this came out at the same time as I Give You Power, both of 96. So you see what their mindsets were. You know what I'm saying? They both were kind of like talking about the same thing. And I think the beef kind of started because Dre gave Nas a beat. Matter of fact, it was for
It was for the firm, right?
Nah, yo, hold on. What beat was it? Was it Firm or was it a Nas? Was it a Nas album? Yo, I'm gonna remember this before in the pod. I'm gonna know this because it's a reason why. Damn, it was two big songs too. But I can't. Was it The Message?
Nah, he didn't do The Message.
Hold on.
Oh, he did pause. He did Nas Is Coming.
Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah, some things you got. Come on, man.
Hold on, now I'm pot. Yeah, they shared that beat. It was about Dre. Hold up. He said, "Nah, word nasty Nas."
Nasty. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, he's out of control. Damn. I'll find it later because I ain't gonna play it on here because like
yeah.
All right. Dope artists though, man. I think all four are definitely super influences. And who would ever think that Jay-Z would be Jay-Z now? Because even back then he was like 26, and I didn't look at Jay like that. Like, I thought he was a nice rapper, but I didn't think he was gonna be who he is today.
Yeah,
and
like
Nas
a complimentary dope New York rapper.
Yeah. Like Nas too. I think Nas is like a billionaire. I heard with the crypto stuff. He getting paid
he getting
like
up
that.
there. I don't know about billion, but he definitely getting up there.
Well, you got him, and then who else did we say? Pac passed, of course, and Big Pat. Those two passed. You never get to see what they were gonna do.
Right.
So definitely crazy.
All right. Let's tap into these crazy NBA playoffs. I think we all know what's causing a lot of it, the quick turnaround and all that.
You really think that?
I think that's part of it. I think depending on the team, yeah. Like for AD and LeBron, absolutely.
But isn't AD always hurt anyway?
He is, but that just makes what he is even worse.
Yeah, so, but how do you know? Right? I mean, I got what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's in perception, right? Quick turnaround. But the dudes that are hurt are injury prone people. I mean, players. Like Kawhi's injury prone. Right. CP3's injury prone. I mean, he
ain't get an injury. Yeah.
COVID stuff. But I mean, he got banged up a little bit. That could happen. LeBron actually.
Jamal Murray.
LeBron isn't. What you say?
He wasn't injured. He wasn't injured. I mean, it's for anything, right? Do I think every single injury is a result of that? No. But like when you're used to having 120 days off and you get 71, and like a shortened schedule. Like they were playing like 4 games every week.
But yeah. But my thing is this. The guys that like LeBron came out and said what he said, right? Which I thought was a cornball thing to say. Because if you wasn't hurt, you wouldn't be saying that. Like if he was still playing, he wouldn't be saying what he said.
Right.
He's only saying it because he's not playing.
Now
And he was banged up.
I do give him credit for it because he said it before the season started. Like he was one of the main advocates before it started.
Yeah, I know. But so
Yeah.
what? Yo, look, you said it then, but it's over now. Like, yo, like why would I say something now? Like, yo, all right, someone gets hurt tomorrow. Like, yo, see, I told you. Like, I
Right.
told you shouldn't have played. Like, yo, nah, just worry about Space Jam and chill out. Like, because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not really like my whole thing. If you're gonna say something, it gotta be moving the needle in one way or the other. Like, it has to be a reason behind you saying it. Like, I'm not gonna see something happen to you and say, see, I told you shouldn't have did that.
Right.
What am I really doing? Like, I know you said it before. Like, I don't need to say it again. But I understand what he was saying.
I think he was just bitter with the league. From what he said, it was kind of like they were supposed to start mid-January. That's how the meetings, and he's always in the mix. And they were just like, nah, we need to start on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. With that being said, I had the Clippers winning.
PG looked good.
Oh, PG playoff P, man. And I'm happy for him too, man, because
exactly.
Because like he stunk it up last year. I mean, ain't no doubt about it.
It happened.
He redeemed himself, and it's just like, when stuff like that happens to people, they're like, oh well, he's got money, he's good. Like he's still a human being, yeah.
Yeah, he's still a person.
And it's still a part of it when you're a professional athlete. But I was happy he had an opportunity to redeem himself. I don't know who's gonna win. Like with Kawhi, I think the Clippers win, assuming like
I heard he's done for the year. Yo, might go into next year. I heard it's like some ACL thing. They kind of keep him on the low.
All right, so here's what I have. I still have the Clippers getting to the finals. Yep. I think they could beat Phoenix. I think it's a toss up with Kawhi and Paul George. I think they definitely steamroll Phoenix.
Yes,
because like the stuff that Mikal Bridges is doing, he wouldn't be doing against Kawhi or PJ.
Nah.
Devin Booker get his, but like you get the claw on him, he'll take a little bit off of there.
Yeah, word up.
So I just don't want Utah to win.
Like why?
I just like I don't like the makeup of the team. I like Donovan Mitchell, but I don't think they have enough. I don't think they have enough punch. When you're in the playoffs, like you need a bucket getter, right? Yeah. Like he's got like some good shooters, and like Donovan Mitchell is the only bucket getter on that team.
I just don't like the crowd, yo. Some tiki torch crowd.
They on some other. It
be mad crazy, yo.
Yeah,
like
Lord knows what they be saying. Well, you know what they be saying.
You know what they be saying, but they be looking like they foaming from the mouth. Like,
right?
Yeah. like it's the purge or something out there. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I can see the Clippers going. I think PG's gonna go nuts. Like I just think his game always been smooth, but if you see him really on his game, like I don't think anybody can stop him. Like he can stop himself. You know what I'm saying? He'll miss some shots, but how about your man Ben Simmons? I told you he's trash. I'm saying on the mic.
I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's a great player. I think like he needs to be like in a perfect situation. Like I think if you put him on a team where like he can't be on a team where somebody clogs the lane, because that's the only place he could. That's the only place he could score from.
but when I say trash, I mean comparable to the people you giving him. So
all right, that's fair.
So he ain't worth $30 million a year. You know what I mean? Like he ain't worth that because he took one shot.
I know.
I don't understand that. And I always said past 2 years, I'm like, your job is to play basketball, right? That's your only job to play basketball. You gotta worry about people trying to ask you for money and people, you got other stuff that happens. But your job is the ball. Job is to eat right. Your job is to train and to hone your craft.
Right.
If you're in year 5 and you can't shoot outside 10 feet, there's something up top that's wrong. Like you don't have it in you to do it. Like there's no reason why you shouldn't have a 15-foot jump shot.
My biggest issue with him is that he won't do it. Like I'd rather see him like miss the shot or just miss it, because people even have to respect the fact that there's a chance you might make it. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna pay him $30 million a year?
I wouldn't. No.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yo, it's the effort's not there, and then it's like, yo, what are you doing in the off season? Like
Right.
really, what are you truly doing? And this has nothing to do with this is all basketball stuff. He's probably a real good dude, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about basketball wise, yo. Like, what are you doing? Like, you telling me you're not in the gym like constantly? What you just in the gym doing layups?
Right.
Yeah, like I'm running 90 feet all the time. You just do layups.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
That's
he ain't pulling up nothing.
I think he needs like an ideal fit. He's not a guy that can just mesh with any team. Like if he was on the Warriors instead of Draymond Green, he'd be deadly.
yeah. But you got real shoes around him, real people that can score around him. So it's like,
Right.
yeah.
So he'd be a better version of that. And it's like he can't play with another big because once the big's in the lane, there's nothing else he could do offensively. You know what I'm saying? But
Who come out? So it's time to blow him up.
oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Who's coming out the East?
Um, it's so hard to say because I don't know about the Nets' health. Um, I think if the Nets get one of their stars back and healthy,
They good.
then it's them. But like,
Remember, I told you that Atlanta's going to beat Philly.
yeah, you did. I was,
Man, ice cold.
yeah, man. I love Trey, man.
Trey, he killing them.
All right, I'm gonna say Milwaukee because I picked them to go to the chip.
Yeah, but Milwaukee to me, how can I put it? They have the best team, but Giannis is a number 2. So they got the best team, but Giannis. I heard something that was kind of interesting. They were saying how like being from Europe or whatever like that, like the coaches run everything, right? So whatever the coaches tell you, you do.
Yep, I was
In
gonna say the
America,
same thing.
in America, it's like nah, like yo, Kawhi Leonard's like yo, I got XYZ. Coach like nah, coach, I got. Don't worry about it. Like Giannis will never say that because he's not used to saying that. He's like yo, what
Yeah,
coach
he's
tells me to
polite.
do.
He's polite.
Polite kid. Like nah, coach, you want me to D up what's my man's name that shoots the Harris?
Harris and just stay in the corner. All right, no problem.
I stay here. Yo, you're 6'10", wingspan making like 7'4". You better D up KD. Like, what are you doing?
And it's not like it's a point. Like you play his position.
That's your position. That's what. Like, yo, what are you doing? So that's their problem. But I think that in the grand scheme of things, if they just play their game, they'll beat the Nets. If for some reason they just want to shoot threes, like Giannis doesn't understand. Like, he's not as bad as Ben Simmons by far. You know that, but. Like, I don't care if they go to the hole. They can't stop you. Right. Brook Lopez, why you shooting threes? Like, go in the post because they can't compete with you in the post. Like, there's no one that can stop you. So why are you shooting threes? Like, that's why I don't understand why they're doing that. That's why I think like Budenholzer gotta figure that out. Like, get to the post up. Right. Nets can't stop him. If Giannis posts up, he's gonna give you like 35 and like 10.
Yeah.
Like they have nobody that can compete with them. DeAndre Jordan's not even playing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't get it, man. And then Tyler Lue need to get some props, yo.
Yeah.
Tyler Lue, he's showing.
They've been showing him love. They've been showing him love.
Yeah. And then I think the next coach is gonna be Chauncey Billups too, because I think he has something to do with it too. Like it's not just the coach, that. Like you got assistants that do it, So.
They're talking about him going to Portland or the Pelicans.
You got Rick Carlisle out, right?
Yeah, he's got issues with Luka.
Yo,
Carlisle's a good coach, man.
Luka has the issues.
Oh yeah,
ain't Carlisle, yo. Like Carlisle to me, he just like put it like this. Luka is the type of dude to me that like he can play, he's good, he's great, but he's whiny.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like he's like he whines about every single thing, but he doesn't have that cachet to do that. But because he plays well, hits these step back threes, and the fans love him. Cuban's gonna be behind him because that's gonna bring the people to sit in seats.
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is.
That's what it comes to. I mean, the NBA is a players league, right? I mean, it is what it is. But Carlisle could go to Portland and be fine. He could go.
He can take 2 years off and be on ABC. You got to pay him that contract anyway.
Yeah, he got 2 years left on that.
And he probably got bought out.
Yeah. So, real quick before we hit clean this south. That ending was filthy.
Told you.
Filthy. Told you. I was just like, caught me off guard. It was a dope. And then my man Pote did 4 years in the joint. Yo,
Yeah,
Paul.
he like a soldier.
Yeah, man. Paul take. And then what's funny to me, like they were like, they're like, yo, Pote, he lost all this weight. He was looking the same. It's like, hey, come on, man. He lose the weight.
He lost a little bit of weight, man. He stuff with he's winning a little bit.
Yeah, he
He
talking
had
about.
he had on a spank.
Yeah, right, right. So yeah, it was dope. Dope ending, man. Good way to end the show.
Yeah, one of the best ends I think I've seen. Like a series finale, they ended it the right way because, like, you know, you rooted for her, even though she was a
Well, she was an
drug
underdog.
kingpin, but you still wanted her to win. And sometimes they don't let that because she never let it get to her head. Like you know how we watch Snowfall and we're like, yo, Franklin might not be too good for Franklin eventually because the way he's moving
You get a
with
little,
her,
yeah,
it was always low key. It was always humble. It was always trying to do the right thing and always trying to put like help the underprivileged people. Like you
right.
know what I'm saying. Even help Marcel with his joint, and Marcel hated her. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying. And she even left from the waterfront property and stuff like that. So that was dope.
So, all right, knock this rapid fire.
Word.
All right,
Let's knock it out.
I'll get it started. I'm gonna pull since we gonna call this episode top three. Here's what I got for you. Give me three dinner guests. I'm gonna go with your question.
3 dinner guests that are alive.
Yep.
All right. One, Malcolm X. I've been reading his autobiography lately. Joint's crazy. Malcolm X. Damn, Malcolm X. That's a tough one. Two, I would say Obama.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be like, yo, how was that going through this whole stuff? It was kind of crazy.
Right.
To a Obama. And the third, I would say it'll be a female. I would say my grandmother's favorite writer, Maya Angelou. Just to ask her, like, yo, 'cause she wrote so many books and her story is crazy. She used to be like a prostitute, whatever, all types of crazy stuff she was going through. So
Yeah.
that'd be my three.
All right.
All right. So mine won't be a top three, but it'll be strictly music. So one whole album to listen to for life.
Blueprint.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Blueprint. Easy, right?
Man. Ain't easy.
One Blueprint one. Yeah, of course people don't
Blueprint.
know.
Yeah.
Blueprint.
It was fire. All right. Who at the moment? Who's the top three players in NBA for you?
All right, the moment right now. I mean, it's playoffs right now.
Just like now.
So if you ain't playing, you don't count, right?
Nah, you count if you're playing.
No, if you're not playing.
If you're not playing, you still count.
Oh, all right. Damn. So that's tough.
But the playoffs can obviously influence your decision.
Yeah, because normally, you know, I would say because the playoffs definitely influence the decision. It definitely does because I will always have LeBron like one. I always have him one, but he's kind of on the downside of it. You kind of see it. You know what I'm saying? But even though he's still great, you can see it. But I won't include him because that's just too easy. Yo, give me Kawhi for the injury, right? Kawhi is number one. Number two, KD.
You got Kawhi over KD? It's a toss. It's a toss.
It's a toss up, but the reason why I got Kawhi over KD just because, like, KD is great, but Kawhi, like, he wants to play D. Like KD to me can play D and he does great, but it's like a matter of factly, like, yeah, I'm gonna get this weak side block on you. I'm gonna do this, but like Kawhi put the clamps on you, come in, steal it, coast to coast and dunk it. You know what I'm saying? So those my two, and then three, I gotta say Steph Curry. But honorable mention would be like Dame, and then you have I like what Dame. Then
you think Dame's better than Harden?
Yeah, I like his game better than Harden. Because Harden's thing is on the Nets because he's gonna drop downs, but he has the talent around him to drop the downs. So like you ain't gonna drop downs if you got talent. You can't drop him with bums. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got people that can score. He got Kyrie and he has KD. He's going to get like 8.
He dropped them with bums in Houston. PJ Tucker was eating over there.
He's a corner. He's a good corner shooter.
I don't know. Dame's better than James Harden. That's crazy.
I'm just saying I think he's better.
All right.
In my opinion.
In
All
my
right.
opinion.
In my opinion. All right. Give me your top 5
Come on, man.
Lakers.
It's top 3, man.
Damn, you're right. Give me your top 3 Lakers all the time.
All right, so I don't I mean, it's my caveat, right? I don't judge people I haven't seen play extensively.
Fair
So
enough.
it's like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because I haven't seen a lot of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All right, that's fair.
So I have to, in their time as a Laker.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go Kobe, Shaq, and LeBron.
LeBron already?
Man, you got a chip. I don't know who.
I'm trying to think of other Lakers. Like,
Who else you gonna put it in? Eddie Jones?
Nah, I don't think you can. You're right. I don't think you can put anybody else in this time period because there's nobody that made that noise to get a chip. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Because all the chips since like Magic was Shaq and Kobe or LeBron, so that has to be my 3. I mean, obviously, if you like looking back, you got to put Magic in, but like, I can't remember when I knew basketball well enough to like really be able to break down Magic's game. So I'm not going to include him because of that. Obviously, he's the Lakers great for what he accomplished. So, all right. So I got an out of the box question, right?
All right.
What's your fast food restaurants? What's your top 3 French fries?
All right, top 3 French fries.
Because you know what's funny about like people in fast food? Like some people don't eat fast food like that, but everybody eats the fries. Like
everybody.
Yeah, like you might not eat the chicken sandwich or the burger.
Everybody having that fry tax.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta go top 3. Number 1 has to be McDonald's though. Like McDonald's has to be number 1. Number 2.
Got the crack fries.
For real. Number 2, Yo, on the low. See, I don't one of these fries. Yeah, like nah. They
we got too much potato skin on.
Yeah, too much skin. Yeah, nah. Damn. So McDonald's on a low. Popeyes is up there.
Popeyes
fries is all right. Like the Cajun joints, and then curly fries. Like
from where?
It's the worst service ever.
Arby's?
Yeah.
The joint's lit.
Yo, joint's great.
You pull a fry, that joint be mad low.
They was like, yo, funny story, right? So I went to Arby's one day, coming back, I'm home. Everybody in the car was like, yo, let's get something to eat real quick. All right, go to Arby's. Yo, I go to the drive-thru. It's a joint on 22. Whoever around here know what I'm talking about Blue Star. So they sometimes like I'm waiting and no one said like welcome to Arby's, can I help you?
Right. So
guy behind me's like honks the horn. I'm like, what are you honking the horn for? He's like, yo, sometimes they close early. I'm like, yo,
what?
How y'all close early? Close at 10 o'clock. So anyway, I pull up, I place my order. He goes, all right, pull up and we're gonna bring your food out to you. All right. He went for like 20 minutes, yo.
Crazy.
No food yet. So I come back in. I go to the window. Like, yo. He's like, oh, my bad. Yo, it was the manager who was also on the grill.
Man, that's tough, man.
Everywhere. And he gave me the wrong food, yo.
I can see why.
Come on, yo. I see why. But yeah, that's the last time I went there, though. But Arby's fries number 3, though. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, I will probably have Checkers number 2.
Ooh, I had Checkers in a long time.
That Checkers fries slap. They're the better version of Popeyes, in my opinion.
I haven't had Checkers in a long time. Damn.
All right, what you?
That's my last one. We still doing top 3s, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what's the top 3? You said out of the box too. Top 3 rappers that you would never listen to.
That I would never listen to.
Never listen to. Top 3. Could be of all time. Like I want to say recent of all time. You never listen to. Doesn't matter.
Top 3 rappers I never listened to. I mean,
like ever.
like who's just straight up cheeks to me.
I can tell you. Yeah, I can tell you. I started off for you. Like my top 3.
Silk
Number
Shaka.
3. Yeah, number 3, Silk Shaka. Yeah, I never ever listened to Silk Shaka. Sorry.
All right. So I could probably name 100. So let me really think. Is it like other people like them, but I just don't need it?
Yeah, anything like that. You just don't want to listen to it. Like, if you looking at your phone, you're on Tidal, and it says like new release, and you see someone say like, "Nah, I'm good."
All right.
You skip through it.
All right. So let me think. I'm thinking about. All right. So Silk the Shock is probably up there. Outside of Ain't My Fault. I probably got him in the mix. I'm trying to think.
It's a tough one. So you won't listen to.
Won't listen to. I don't need to listen to like Kodak Black.
All right, Kodak.
Kodak Black. Let me think
of Kodak.
All right. Now one more. And here's one that a lot of people like, man. It's just like I don't need to rest in peace. I don't need to hear MF Doom, man.
It's stay doing their MF Doom.
It's just like I get it, I respect it. It's just like, you know, when like you hear like if somebody's great and you listen to it and you like, all right, it's all right. I get it. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't even get it. That's the whole thing.
Nah. So like I just wouldn't listen to. Maybe at some point I'll really, really sit and like lock into it. But like,
never was an MF Doom,
yeah. And I said him because people are always posting stuff online, and it's just like, yo, this new, like
you got a cult following, man.
Yeah, I would just never.
Bless him.
I would just never click on it. But you know, anybody.
So you got Silk, MF Doom, who's the other one? And Kodak.
Kodak.
Kodak, MF said Kodak. Damn. Let the young boy live.
Yeah, then he had some weird comments about stuff, you know. So
yeah.
Then he said the thing about like Lauren London.
Nipsey Hussle thing, right?
Yeah. So just
I think that might have been taken out of context though, but
possibly. I mean,
yeah, you know how it is. I don't think he really meant like any harm by it. He just was talking, and then somebody's filming him, and he's like, "Yo," he gets put out there.
Yeah.
But no Kodak, I got you.
But yeah, appreciate y'all checking in. Dope. Thank y'all for that. If you could catch the Great Minds Podcast on Instagram at the Great Minds Podcast, on Twitter at the Great Minds P1. Peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Subscribe, share.
Great Minds Podcast. Great Minds Think Alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great Minds Think Alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great Minds Think Alike. Let's ride. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. 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 Derrick the Vaughn, old boy like Cam on a song. Culture safe now, thank God. The panic is gone. Time to heal from the pain. Take the bandages off. You gotta win. The stakes are high like a cannabis bomb. Okay, it's game time. Picture with the balls. That's a FaceTime. Great minds spreading faster than a rumor through the grapevine. Vaughn and Derrick deserve the merit. All salute. It's more than just a podcast. Show it's like a movie. Vaughn and Derrick, what up? Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast.